Hi, Barry Lyons back on Shuckers Showcase. Today's special guest is all-star closer Nate Griep. And Nate is an 8th round draft pick of the Milwaukee Brewers in 2015 and has a tremendous career underway. And this year in Biloxi with the Shuckers, he is the all-star closer and is having a fantastic season. Nate, I just want to talk to you briefly about when you were drafted and went to the Helena Rookie League team. Were you a starter then, or did you go right into the closing role?
So the biggest thing is I was a starter in college, so right out of the draft, they put me in Helena, Montana in rookie ball as a tandem. So I was throwing either starting games. The next time I'd go out, I'd come in relief in about the 4th or so. And from there, I had a tough season. I had a tough Helena year. I had a couple outings where it kind of went to the point where I was like, I don't know if pro ball's for me. It just went real brutal right off the bat. But at the end, kind of got them things together, fixed it up pretty well, and then I go to Wisconsin the next year and was a reliever. They didn't really tell me I was going to close or anything like that, but it ended up turning out to where I threw a couple games in the closing role, and they liked it, and they just kept rolling with it.
Well, he has certainly taken a hold of that closer role. 23 saves that season in Wisconsin, 30 saves last season, and the all-time career saves leader for the Biloxi Shuckers organization. Nate, I just want to ask you a little bit about your routine on a given day where you're out here for the national anthem and the pregame, etc. But what steps do you take to prepare for that late inning call?
Honestly, the biggest thing is we really are pretty relaxed in the bullpen. Most of the time, we know our starters are giving us at least 5 or 6, so we kind of mess around down here, play some games, kind of just keep us loose. The biggest thing for me is top of the 5th inning, I go inside, I do a bunch of rolling out, I do a bunch of stretches, work with some weighted balls, do some stuff like that, and then in the 7th, I come out with a Red Bull, a couple waters, and go from there. And once that happens, I lock in at the 7th, and depending on what's going on in the score.
Well, he has answered the call every time he's been given the opportunity, and certainly leading the league in saves and having an outstanding season so far. Primarily a fastball, knuckleball pitcher. Can you talk to us just a little bit about when you developed that knuckleball and how you see that knuckleball being a weapon for you going forward?
I think the biggest thing was it all started in probably high school, actually. I couldn't get a changeup to work. I couldn't take much speed off. It was about a mile or two, and I couldn't get it to move. So I had a couple buddies that threw knuckleballs, and they just messed around with them. They were outfielders like I was in high school, and it just worked. We went with it, and it's not a full knuckleball, but I got 2 fingers on it going to knuckles, and basically just throw it as hard as I can, and it moves any which way it wants to, left, right, down, anything like that. So it's been good for me this year. People don't like it. Guys on our team say it's pretty decent, so I take their advice too, and I go with it.
Well, the results speak for themselves. Nate Griep, the saves leader in the Southern League, the outstanding closer for the Biloxi Shuckers. Nate, we thank you for taking the time to speak with us today, and
No
we
problem.
wish you the best down the stretch and certainly in the postseason. Looking forward to a Southern League championship for the Biloxi Shuckers.
I'm very excited for it. Hopefully we can get out there and do exactly what we've been doing and take one home for the team.